Introduction: the shocking reality.
Most people see masturbation as a harmless activity, a natural habit, something private, and maybe even healthy. But what if I told you that this simple act is slowly draining your energy, confidence, and even your willpower? In this video, you're going to discover the shocking side of masturbation that no one dares to talk about. Not your teachers, not your doctors, and definitely not the media. This isn't fear-mongering. These are real psychological, biological, and spiritual truths backed by ancient wisdom and modern science. So, watch till the end, because after you understand these hidden facts, you may never look at this habit the same way again. The dopamine deception. Every time you masturbate, your brain gets a sudden hit of dopamine, the chemical responsible for pleasure and motivation. It's the same chemical released when someone wins a lottery or eats delicious food. But the difference is, this dopamine rush happens without any real-life achievement. Over time, your brain becomes dependent on these artificial highs. It starts demanding more and more, leading to addictive behaviors. Soon, real-life joys like achieving a goal, studying something new, or even talking to someone you like no longer give you that thrill. This is called dopamine desensitization. It's why many people who excessively masturbate feel lazy, unmotivated, and emotionally numb. It's not because you're weak, it's because your brain is being hijacked. The porn connection, a digital addiction. Let's get honest. Most people don't masturbate without porn. And porn is not just entertainment. It's a billion-dollar industry built to trap your mind. Studies show that porn changes the brain structure, just like drugs. You start needing more extreme, bizarre, and unrealistic content just to feel the same level of arousal. Over time, your brain rewires itself to expect only visual stimulation, making it harder to connect emotionally or physically with real people. Porn also sets unrealistic expectations about relationships, bodies, and sex. It reduces empathy and increases anxiety. Most dangerously, it keeps you in a loop of shame, guilt, and secrecy, slowly isolating you from real life. Your energy is being drained, literally. In ancient texts like Ayurveda, Taoism, and yoga, semen is considered more than just fluid. It's your life force, your spiritual energy, your ojas. It takes your body days of work, vital nutrients, and hormones to create it. Every ejaculation is a loss of zinc, protein, and testosterone, all of which are essential for building muscles, maintaining energy, and staying focused. That tired feeling after masturbation, that mental fog and laziness, it's not your imagination. It's your body responding to the loss. Frequent ejaculation leads to a long-term decrease in vitality, making you physically weaker, mentally slower, and emotionally unstable. The psychological downfall, weakening the mind. Let's talk about what happens beyond the body. Each time you masturbate, especially if done in secrecy or with shame, it programs your subconscious mind. It tells your brain, I can't control myself. I need this to feel good, or worse, I'm not strong enough. Over time, this subtle messaging builds into a toxic belief system. You start losing confidence. You avoid eye contact. You feel guilty for no reason. And worst of all, you start believing you are less than others. It becomes a psychological prison where your self-worth is linked to instant gratification. This leads to social anxiety, loneliness, and even depression in some cases. You're blocking your true potential. Here's a question. What would happen if you saved all that energy, focus,
and drive, instead of wasting it on 10 seconds of pleasure. History is full of men who practice sexual discipline, from Nikola Tesla and Isaac Newton to modern legends like Muhammad Ali. They channel that energy into creativity, innovation, and power. When you stop masturbating, something magical happens. Your focus improves, your skin glows, your voice deepens, you walk taller, you look people in the eyes, your energy becomes magnetic. This isn't fantasy, it's the power of retention. And when you master it, people around you start noticing that something is different about you, something powerful.
The spiritual angle, more than physical.
Whether you believe in spirituality or not, the truth is, many ancient cultures warned about the spiritual dangers of lust. In Indian mythology, sages would lose all their power when they gave in to sexual temptation. In many traditions, excessive sexual release was believed to open the body to negative energies. Even today, people report strange experiences, vivid nightmares, sleep paralysis, depression, or feeling watched after masturbation. Some believe that certain entities, like succubus and incubus, feed on sexual energy. These aren't just myths. Thousands of people across cultures have experienced these strange effects. You may laugh at this now, until you experience it yourself. 14 Days Challenge. The rebirth begins. So, here's a challenge. Starting today, commit to 14 days. No porn, no masturbation, just you, your goals, and your inner strength. Use that time to exercise, learn, build, and connect with real people. Track how you feel every day. You'll notice more energy, better sleep, sharper thoughts, more confidence, and then ask yourself, was it really worth it to give all that away for a few seconds of pleasure? You were born for greatness, not slavery. Don't let a habit define your life. Conclusion. You deserve better. The world doesn't want you to be strong. That's why it keeps you distracted with dopamine traps. But now that you know the truth, you have a choice. You can continue down a path of momentary pleasure and long-term regret, or you can break free and become who you were meant to be. Every man or woman who chooses discipline becomes unstoppable, because the hardest battles bring the greatest rewards. So, if this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe to Live English Facts, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your journey doesn't start tomorrow. It starts now.